Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Officially, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. I think I've had one video come out, but I recorded it before the new year. I also was going to apologize for not getting this video out yesterday. I try really hard to upload on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but one of my resolutions for this year is to give myself grace. And yesterday was just a tough day. Mondays around here are crazy busy with after school activities, and it just didn't happen. So I also thought about not sharing with you my sales for the first week of the year because I don't think they're all that great, but I also decided to share them because as a reseller, I think these videos hold the most value, especially when they're relevant. Like sometimes I watch sellers and they're sharing what sold like 2 months ago, and I want to know what's selling right now so I can walk into my death pile room and pick out some things that it seems that people are on the hunt for. So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to make a conscious effort during my what sold videos to not say, oh my gosh, it was a terrible week, because I hate when I click on videos and it says worst sales week ever and they made like $5,000 in sales. So not everyone's definition of worst or terrible might be yours. So I think it was an okay week. Also, I want to point out, you do see a pack and play. There's a duck in there. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and follow my stories. I do live in the middle of Orlando and I do have pet ducks, and I have one that has become a house duck. Just side note, she will never go back outside. She can't walk. She's too old to have the surgeries done. So she kind of goes around with me while I work, and her name is Rose. So anyway, in case you're wondering, I do not have a baby anymore. We just thankfully still had that around. She's sleeping, although she can be pretty loud when she wants to. So we're going to go over what sold for me January 1st through 7th. And I do have to say, I'm pretty pleased with the amount of sales considering my kids went back maybe the 4th or 5th. I did not list a single new item to any of my shops until the 8th. So thank goodness for Posher VA. I know, shameless plug, but you guys, if you get Posher VA for nothing else than to every morning click relist, I do 60 days old up to 20 items. Some days I have 20, some days it only populates 4 or 5, but I relist items every day. And that is the best thing, other than sharing my closet, of course. But I definitely attribute my Poshmark sales to that. And I think Poshmark is coming back alive. We'll see. And I have sales to share with you from Poshmark and Mercari, and Kidizen is kind of showing its face this month already. But I do have kept saying I am going to work on trying to cross list to eBay. That also hasn't happened yet. I'm really trying to focus, like every day, wake up with a goal. And today's goal is to get one tub of items photographed. My money pile, death pile got a little bit out of control. I need to get that squared away. So without further ado, I'm going to screen record and do this the old fashioned way, so I don't have to do any editing, popping in pictures. Hope you don't mind, but let's get to it. Alrighty, the first item to sell, thank goodness. Do you ever have those items? It's not even a high price item, but my gosh, the amount of likes and attention this package of socks has gotten over the last 6 months. This came in a ThredUp Kids 50-pound rescue box. So I had 60 cents into them. They were like a big kids 90s cartoons socks. They finally sold for $8. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I will tell you where the item came from and what I paid, and I'm going to tell you my profit and the way I am looking at. I use a Google Sheets spreadsheet, and my profit takes into account any platform fees, shipping discounts. It takes out the cost of goods. So my profit was $2.73. That's how much went into my bank account. So some of these sales are great. Others, I was just happy to move them and be making sales. These, I have no idea where I got them. Literally, there's not very many items in my spreadsheet that have no info. I found these in the bottom of a bin. Who knows where they came from? They were like a Dansko wannabe. The brand was YUU. They sold for $16 and gave me $11.08. Over on Kidizen, I do use List Perfectly to cross list all my items. Again, shameless plug, but no shame, because guys, if you are cross listing, send your women's and kids items over to Kidizen. It doesn't take any extra time. I actually list everything to Kidizen first, besides men's, you can't list there. And then I push out to my other platforms. So this Roller Rabbit girls floral dress was new with the tags. I did average my cost of goods that day from Goodwill. So I had $7.41 into it. This dress sold. I sent an offer for $30 and I made $14.22. Back to Poshmark, this is CC. This particular shirt came in a Stitch Fix box because it had a Stitch Fix tag, but I got it in a ThredUp 200-pound bulk box, $1.33 into it, and it gave me $9.75. This next sale reminds me that people, you never know what someone's looking for. This White House Black Market blouse, you can see it had the asymmetrical hem. This is old, okay? This is a very old style. This was hanging in my closet for a lot of years. I wore this one Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure I originally picked it up at a Goodwill. Anyway, I listed this so long ago and someone came along, she bought it. She sent me the sweetest note that this was her absolute favorite shirt. She got bleach on it and ruined it and was so happy to find a replacement. So there is literally someone out there for anything. So sold for 12 bucks and let's see, gave me $7.33. Now is the time, as you know, to get your activewear listed. These were a pair of Peloton black leggings. If you've been following along, I did share these recently in a haul that I found these in the kids section. They were size extra small. I did take an offer of $25 because they were tiny, even though they were in like brand new condition. And I had $4.78 into them. I made $15.22. Mercari is starting out real slow. It was doing great for me in the month of December, but I've also not been listing. Like I said, I started listing again yesterday, and I find that if I cross list on Mercari every day consistently, whether it's 1 item or 5 items, that's when the sales start rolling in. So I feel like the key to Mercari is simply listing. I don't send out offers. I've tried so many times. That never works for me. So just listing new on Kidizen and Mercari, I feel like are the keys to success there. This was not a great sale. I picked this up from an online or retail arbitrage. It was supposed to be new with the tags, but it came without the tags. I could tell it was still brand new. It had like a partial tag. Anyway, I did pay $8.99 for this. It's Kate Quinn, which is a wonderful little kids brand to look out for. It sold for $15 plus shipping, and I made $3.57. So at least I didn't lose money, but it definitely was misrepresented to me when I purchased it. These Play sneakers, PLAE, I literally just hauled these right around Christmas time. I listed them, they sold overnight. So within 12 hours, they sold on Kidizen for $24. They gave me $9.81. I did average my cost of goods from that thrift haul. I'm pretty sure I only paid like $2 for these. But I have that I paid $4.78. It all works out in the end, but these were not in the best condition. I did wash and air dry them. They were stained, but I'm telling you, this brand will always sell no matter the condition, as long as they're not like worn through on the bottoms. Back to Poshmark. This Lily Pulitzer white eyelet floral blouse. I had $7.41 into it from Goodwill. I did pick up a whole bunch of shoes this particular day at Goodwill, which is why my cost of goods was so high. But I sold this top for $33. It gave me $17.27. This is another item where it's like I kick myself for not listing sooner. This is an Alice and Olivia black blazer. This came in like one of my first ThredUp 200-pound boxes. It's literally been sitting for probably 2 years in an unlisted bin. So I had $1.47 into it, and it sold once I listed it very quickly for $50. I did take an offer. There were some sold comps that were better, but it was the employed line, so a diffusion line. So I was happy with the sale to make $38.53. This was, Lauren Conrad has a kids line. I believe it's sold at Kohl's, called Little Co. This was a Love Your Mother tee. This was an item I picked up at Once Upon a Child. I had $1 into it, but it was one of those times I sold to them. I did not really have time to shop, but if you do a trade-in, you get like 20% off. You don't pay taxes. I don't know. I always like to at least get one thing because that you get extra points for doing a trade-in also. Long story short, it sold for $8 plus shipping on Poshmark and gave me $4.05. And little kid stuff is just so easy to list. Back to Kidizen, 3 Kidizen sales the first week of January. That's a lot, right? Like, because Kidizen kind of was amazing and then it died off, but we are about to have another Kid Economy event. Side note, I think it happens like 4 times a year. It's a little grassroots event. You do not have to participate, but now is a great time to get on Kidizen. I have a link below. You save $5 off your first purchase or something like that. But it is an event where you sign up and it's free to sign up and you agree to buy at least 1 item from somebody else that's signed up during, it's usually like a 1-week time period. And usually I have a lot more sales on Kidizen, not just from participants, but just because the app is so busy that week. So anyway, it's a great time to sign up. If you want more info on that, send me a message over on Instagram and I will tag you on the information post about it. So this Vineyard Vines Pirate Belt was my son's from many, many moons ago, and it sold for $16.85 and gave me $10.06. Hello, my dog is playing with the duck. All right, these Nike sneakers, these came in a ThredUp kids shoebox that had $2.62 into them, and they were beat up. I mean, I did wash them. Come here, get up here, leave her alone. This person, it pays to answer people. This person messaged and said, how fast can you ship? And I said, I can ship today as long as you purchase before my mail pickup comes. And they didn't even send an offer. They said, okay, great. Purchased them outright for $12 plus the $6.18. I mean, I was shocked. And she gave me 5 stars and that was that. So I say, list what you got. Once Upon a Child wouldn't even take these, and they typically will take any shoes I bring them. So anyway, thanks for that. I had an off-platform sale. Oh my gosh, I don't have my email up right now, but let me see. I have to officially thank her. Let's see. Olivia. Hi, Olivia. If you're watching this, Olivia was interested in one of the necklaces from my recent ThredUp jewelry unboxing that I did. She was very sweet. She sent me a message and asked if I would take her offer. It was a Stella and Dot necklace, and I averaged by the baggie, not by like the piece, because there was some junk in that. So anyway, I had $3.20 into this necklace, and I sold it to her for $16 and free shipping. So I made $8.34 back on that box, which is a win for me, a win for her. And I appreciate your support, both watching my videos and making a purchase. All right, the next sale, back over to Poshmark. These UGG flip-flops also came from the same day I bought those play shoes, $4.78 into them, even though I know they were priced less. They sold really quickly, like within 24 hours of me listing them. They sold for 20 bucks, which was a little higher than other comps. So I was really happy with that. And I made $9.50, and shoes are just so easy to list. Then I kind of felt like it was springtime with these next 3 sales. These Lily Pulitzer Buttercup shorts. I'm finally starting to sell stuff from those America's Thrift Supply unboxings that I did. These, I had $10.67 into them, but they were a size 14, great condition. They sold for $41 and gave me $22.13. This next item was from the other Lily Pulitzer America's Thrift Supply. I unboxed 2 of them on this channel, and I bought a 3rd one that I never did a video of, and I can't remember if you saw this item. Maybe you did. So this one did have a higher cost of goods because one box had an extra piece in it. This one was $12.20, which was a pretty high cost of goods. However, this skirt sold for $45 and gave me $23.80. So not too shabby. And then the last sale for the first week of the new year was this mini Bowden Tutti Frutti tiered tassel dress. And I did have $14.37 into this, and from swap.com. I had intended to keep this for my daughter, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to list it high and not send offers, and because it won't fit her until like next summer. And it sold full price for $42. It was one of those deals where I'm like, did they mean to buy this? Because I've gotten some low balls on this dress and I just ignore them. And it's just from spring of 2021. And anyway, so someone bought this dress full price for $42, and I made a profit of $19.23. And did my daughter need another dress? No, she absolutely did not. So those were my sales. Not too shabby. I did have not a ton of sales. I had, let's see, 19 sales. And some of them were great, some weren't so great, but I got rid of some older inventory. And my goal this week is to be listing items. I have not had a great today's the 10th early in the morning, but the 1st, the 7th, or the 8th and 9th, I think I made one sale each day. So I need to get some stuff listed and rock and roll. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will try to have another video up this week. I'm not sure what of. I am slowing down on buying any inventory to come into my house to unbox because I've got to get my life in order right now. I have a lot of inventory. I do have a couple thrift hauls for you, but I'm not allowed to touch those items until I have some other things listed. And I do have a fun box on the way. I managed to grab a fun box. So that's it. Please give this video a like on your way out. Drop me a comment. How have your first week of the year sales been going? I'm just happy to see things moving. That's it. We're going in the right direction. I'm confident that this year is going to be better than last year. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.